Hello Leos, and welcome to your general 2020 theme of the year. If you're Sun, Moon, Rising Leo, then this general theme of the year 2020 is for you. If you haven't subscribed, my dear Leo, I suggest you please do subscribe so that you're notified every time I release a new video. Let's see, get ready because it is going to be a year. It's going to try your Leo capacities, and it's not just for you, my dear Leo, but most of the signs. It's going to be quite a 2020 for all of us, I feel, and this is why I won't show you the cards. It's going to be the cross and the whip, and what does that mean? Well, my dear Leos, the year 2020, this is the general theme, okay? So it cannot resonate with everyone. It may or may not resonate with everyone. That's really nice. For the first time, I will be like, it's good if it doesn't resonate with you. And I am telling it to most of the signs, I feel. There is something special happening this year with all of us. You have to understand that first, my dear Leo. It's not just about the zodiac signs. It is happening on a very cosmic level, okay? I almost feel the energies of a cosmic battle, okay? And when there are forces up there, where there is a fight between the good and bad, okay, it happens on the earth also, on our level also, because there are different dimensions, right? So this is another dimension, and over here also there is going to be the fight between the good and bad. And when it is happening externally in our world, inside of us also there is going to be a fight between the good and bad. So can you imagine, there is going to be the battle. Here around us there is going to be a battle, and inside of us also there is going to be a battle. And I would like to tell you something, my dear Leo, is that those battles outside are not in our control, but the battle inside is in our control. If we wish to win there, we have all the power over it, okay? And this is why the cards are guiding us this year, in order to show us what are the possibilities of what kind of energies can affect us in this year 2020, my dear Leo. And the energies that are going to affect the Leos, the theme for the year, is that some of the Leos are going to feel, of course, they are going to be quite seductive, charming, and they are going to be at their best, externally speaking. Yeah, making the right impression on the right people, but internally speaking, they are going to, some of the Leos are going to feel a bit burdened by something. Some of you are going to feel a bit guilty about something that you have done in the year 2019, or maybe a bit before, okay? I'm seeing some kind of chemistry between you and somebody else that can happen in the year 2020, my dear Leo. One piece of suggestion for you, my dear Leo, is that if at all you are in a committed relationship since long time, then don't risk it for a momentary, very strong physical chemistry with somebody, okay? Don't do that, my dear Leo, because afterwards it will end up into guilty feelings, and that is going to be like a domino afterwards, playing on your health, playing on everything, your psyche and everything it will play on, all right? So you just need to take care of that, my dear Leo. And if you are available, if you are single, then expect somebody very wonderful coming into your life. I also see that some of the Leos can fall in love in this year 2020, and this will be like really, like magnetic attraction, So wait if there are also emotions involved or not, not just magnetic, like wow, okay, and then afterwards you happen to be the opposite poles of the magnet, you attract and then you become similar and then you start repelling. Don't do that, all right? So just see if it is really, emotionally also it's playing on you or not, if it's, that emotional attachment is there or not. But otherwise, I have to tell you is that this possibility cannot be ruled out, that you might fall for someone really head over heels, but it's just on their appearance and the way they talk, and the way they walk, the way they dress up, So you need to take care of that. Like, don't just go on external things. Look what's inside, feel what's inside, all right, my dear Leo. I also see that some of the Leos, especially the elderly Leos, I see them feeling very lonely, or some of you can It can be a bit challenging over your chronic health problems also, for some of the Leos, all right. I would almost like to tell all the Leos, generally speaking, is that please don't neglect your health in 2020, all right. Don't overdo it. You don't need to overdo it, okay. Just take care of your inner peace. That is what matters. That's why I said that battle, don't get it inside of you, otherwise you will get infected with a lot of things. We don't want that, all right, because our mind, it generates lots of things, and what is not expressed out, our body parts express it in the form of pain, in the form of a disease. That's why we say dis-ease, okay. So it means we are not at ease at that time. So whatever, if you feel like expressing something which you cannot express to a person, you're normally very expressive, you can express it. But if you cannot, because the situations are such, then you write it down and burn those worries, please, and throw those ashes, drain them off, or flush them out somewhere, or whatever you can do, or bury them in the sand, just like get rid of them, please. This is what you will have to do. I'm giving this remedy to you, my dear Leos. And also, my dear Leos, if you are feeling guilty about something, feeling guilty, this is going to happen with some of the Leos, with what they have done by mistake, or they got carried away in the year 2019. So there is going to be a guilt feeling also for some of the Leos, that is going to play again on their mind and health. So if you have done something wrong, that you feel you have done something wrong, everything is relative, okay, right and wrong, and under what circumstances you do that also. And sometimes I feel it's very difficult to say what is right and what is wrong, all right. Of course, there are some which are like, yes, this is right and this is wrong. But there are some subtle things regarding relationships, regarding emotions, where we can go wrong. So at such times, my dear Leo, you have to forgive yourself first, okay? And just nourishing guilty feelings is not going to help you, all right? Because this will increase the guilt even more. You have to do something about it. And on guilty feelings, there is a video of mine that you can go and watch it, of how to deal with guilty feelings if at all you are the victim of guilty feelings in the year 2020, all right. So you have to tackle it immediately, otherwise this part of your body is going to get affected, and even your shoulders, all right. So take care of that, my dear Leo. And also, Leos will have to be a bit diplomatic. Your usual expressive self, right? You would like to be honest, you like to speak, you like to tell people on their face, but I would like to tell you, because there will be a lot of conflicting situations that can arise because of the way you speak in the year 2020. So be very careful, calm your inner fears. Those insecurities shouldn't get the better of you, my dear Leo, all right. So calm your inner self and tell yourself that everybody deserves a benefit of doubt. We can consider, okay, you are generous to people's fault and you forgive easily. So basically give that attention to people, okay, if they make mistakes, or even with yourself, you need to be less harsh in 2020. And don't listen to those unwanted fears, okay, or unbased fears, all right. If there is some fear, you have to analyze it. Why do I feel fearful? What is the reason? If there is a real reason, tackle it. If there is no reason, then there is no reason. It is just self-inflicted. You're creating it, my dear Leo. So you don't need to do that, all right. There will be a painful control of you over somebody. Like, you might get a bit too possessive about your loved one, or they might get a bit jealous or possessive about you. So you need to handle it okay, all right. Just balancing. Ask your Libra friends, how do they manage it, all right. You must have a Libra friend, or that Aries friend also, how they manage it in a fun way, all right. Just ask them, and really try to balance that equation in your relationship, yeah. And I would also like to tell you, my dear Leo, is that there is very strong tendency to be very physical in the year 2020 for all the Leos. Physical in the sense, physical love, that obsessive thing can arise, or too much of intense desire for physical love can arise. Okay, so yeah, it's not bad. You can go the family way immediately, I would say. In 2020, those of you of the Leos who were planning for a baby, yes, it's a very good year, because you're going to be completely wow. For the physical love, you're going to be ready. So that desire, that intensity is going to be very high in the Leos. And you also have to take care of any kind of addictions, be it in the form of food, sugar, salty food, or any kind of obsessive, compulsive, or addictive behaviors. You really need to take care of, my dear Leo, in the year 2020, because this also is the energy for you. Okay, you can fall into addictions, and if you are treating yourself for some kind of chronic pains here and there, don't depend too much on medicines, because you will end up getting addicted to those medicines. All right, so please be careful, be discriminate, please. Like, do I really need it, or just because of the fear that I don't want the pain, I'm taking it? All right, just wait. Listen to your body, speak to your body, try to calm your body. All right, and then if it doesn't work, then you are, otherwise just don't keep on, because this is the tendency for you in the year 2020. Is like, you feel, okay, prevention is better than cure, so I'm going to take something so that I don't get that. All right, so wait. If it is really there, then you do it, otherwise you don't need to. All right, so just prevent these kind of obsessive or addictive behaviors. And this addictive behavior or codependency also can be seen in your relationships next year. And because of that, for some of the Leos, I am seeing that there will be separation or a divorce for some of the Leos who have been going through a lot of turmoil lately. There is a clear-cut separation seen for them in the year 2020. So please, I know it's difficult to be alone, but sometimes if you're not in a good relationship, my dear Leo, you have to cut the cords. Okay, you cannot keep on sulking and crying inside of you and be sad all your life. You cannot be like that. Yes, you do sacrifice, but is that sacrifice getting happiness for you? Because if you're not happy, you cannot make everyone happy around you. So that is the point where some of the Leos are going to reach in the year 2020. All right, all in all, I see in work you're going to be pretty dynamic. Avoid arguments, avoid conflicts, because there will be jealousies as usual around you, my dear Leo. So avoid that. All right, and don't punish yourself for somebody else's behavior. This is the bottom line for Leos. Don't punish yourself for somebody else's behavior. This is really going to be wrong that you do to yourself, my dear Leos. Sacrifice is good, but punishment, self-punishment is not good. If you are wrong, do something to make it right, okay? But don't punish yourself. That doesn't help. You are just destroying yourself, and you shouldn't do that. All right, my dear Leo. So all in all, I would say a year which is going to be a very important year when it comes to your own evolution. When you see the world not with those rosy glasses, but with normal glasses, where you see things are very clear. All right, and your eyes were clear, but those specs that you were wearing were very rosy. So now you're going to see the real faces of people also, and it's very good, because like that you know who to be with and who not to be with. All right, and in impulsive behavior, don't do anything or don't go overboard for someone who is undeserving. Okay, because chances of getting cheated, chances of getting robbed by close relations is very high. Help, do your things with a very good intention, as you always do. Be your generous self, but keep your eyes and your specs clean so that you can see things very clearly. It's about you who has to discriminate now in the year 2020, and this is happening so that a more stronger Leo emerges, a more stronger Leo emerges to rule people who are needing to be disciplined and who need to be, structured, I would say. All right, my dear Leo. So thank you very much for listening to me. And please do like, share, and comment. Share it with your Leo friends, because always a guidance is better. And as I said, this is a very general theme of the year 2020. It may or may not resonate with everyone. Please do check on your sun, moon, and rising signs. Also, whatever it is, you should check it. And as I said, this year 2020, except for one or two signs, is going to be quite challenging one. And as I told you, the reason why is it going to be so we are a part of the whole universes, all those universes, so we are going to be affected in some way or another. Time for spiritual evolution, time to be more into prayers, more into meditation, more into helping others, trying to understand others, and touching people with the Leo like generosity and love. All right, so take good care of yourself. God bless. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.